Every night, nearly every human on Earth does the same strange thing. We shut down for hours and become completely unconscious. We spend almost 1/3 of our entire lives asleep. But what if humans never needed sleep at all? Imagine waking up tomorrow and realizing you would never feel tired again. No yawning, no naps, no bedtime. At first, it would seem like humanity had gained a superpower. Suddenly, every person would gain about 8 extra hours every single day. Students could study longer. Workers could accomplish more. And travelers could go farther. Cities would never truly sleep again. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Human civilization would remain fully awake. Businesses would quickly realize they no longer had to close at night. Restaurants, stores, and factories would operate around the clock. Productivity would explode almost overnight. Countries would compete to make the most of humanity's extra time. Scientists would gain thousands of additional hours for research every year. New inventions might arrive faster than ever before. Space agencies could run missions without worrying about tired crews. Hospitals could maintain peak staffing every hour of every day. At first glance, the world would appear stronger, richer, and more efficient. But hidden beneath the excitement, a problem would already be growing. Sleep is not just a break from life. It is one of the most important biological processes on Earth. While you sleep, your brain is incredibly busy. Memories are organized, strengthened, and stored. Information from the day is sorted like files in a massive library. Your brain even clears away harmful waste while you sleep. Without sleep, that cleanup process would disappear. Day after day, tiny problems would begin to accumulate. At first, nobody would notice the difference. But the human brain was never designed to stay awake forever. Weeks would pass, and the first strange effects would begin to appear. People would remember less than they expected. Important details would become harder to recall. Learning new skills would take more effort than before. Students might spend more hours studying but achieve smaller improvements. Scientists would eventually discover that memory formation was slowing down. The brain would continue collecting information but struggle to organize it. Imagine receiving millions of messages but never cleaning your inbox. Eventually, the system would become overwhelmed. And this would be only the beginning of the problem. The next warning signs would appear in our emotions. Sleep helps regulate how we react to the world around us. Without it, emotions could become harder to control. Small annoyances might suddenly feel much bigger. Patience would become increasingly rare. Arguments could happen more often than ever before. Relationships would begin to feel the strain. Families, friends, and co-workers would all be affected. Researchers might discover rising levels of stress across society. Humanity would have gained more time, but it would slowly be losing its balance. Then the effects would spread beyond the mind. Sleep plays a crucial role in keeping the body healthy. During sleep, muscles repair tiny amounts of daily damage. Cells replace old components and restore themselves. The immune system also receives important support. Without sleep, these maintenance processes would begin to weaken. People might start getting sick more often. Recovery from injuries could take much longer. Scientists would notice health problems gradually increasing around the world. The sleepless revolution would no longer look quite so perfect. But there was another problem nobody expected. Dreams would disappear completely. For thousands of years, dreams have inspired human creativity. Some ideas, stories, and inventions began as dreams. Without dreams, imagination itself might slowly change. Movies, books, and art could start feeling different. Humanity might become more productive but less imaginative. Efficiency would rise, but inspiration could decline. The world would gain countless extra hours. Yet something uniquely human might be quietly fading away. As the years passed, society itself would begin to transform. The concept of day and night would lose much of its meaning. Human activity would continue non-stop around the clock. Entire industries would be redesigned for a sleepless world. Transportation systems would never slow down. Deliveries could reach almost anywhere at any hour. Entertainment would become available every moment of every day. Many people would fill their extra hours with new hobbies and experiences. Others would choose to work even more than before. And that would create an entirely new challenge. In a world without sleep, the pressure to stay productive could become overwhelming. If everyone had 8 extra hours, employers might start expecting more work. Free time could slowly turn into an obligation. People might feel guilty whenever they were not accomplishing something. The race for success would accelerate across the planet. Some individuals would thrive in the endless schedule. Others would struggle to keep up. Inequality could become even more visible than before. Society would have more time than ever, but not everyone would benefit equally. The dream of a sleepless world was becoming far more complicated. Then scientists would uncover an even deeper mystery. Sleep exists in almost every complex animal on Earth. Evolution rarely keeps something so costly without a reason. After all, sleeping leaves animals vulnerable. Yet nature has preserved sleep for hundreds of millions of years. That suggested sleep was solving a problem we barely understood. Perhaps sleep does far more than repair memories and bodies. Perhaps it helps the brain reset itself in ways we cannot yet measure. Removing sleep might seem like a superpower at first. Imagine gaining thousands of extra hours every year. Cities would never rest. Science could advance faster than ever, and humanity might reach deeper into space. For a while, it would feel like we had unlocked a new level of progress. But sleep may be far more important than it appears. Removing it could be like removing an invisible pillar from a building. The structure might stand for years before the damage becomes obvious. Memories could become weaker. Emotions harder to control. Creativity might slowly fade. Our health could suffer in ways we don't fully understand. As decades passed, humanity would face an important question. Was all that extra time worth the cost? We might be richer, more advanced, and more productive than ever before. Yet many people could feel that something was missing, after all. Humans are more than productivity machines. Some of life's most meaningful moments happen when we slow down, reflect, and simply exist. Sleep gives our lives a natural rhythm. It creates beginnings and endings, work and rest, effort and recovery. Without those boundaries, time itself might lose some of its value. Maybe sleep was never a weakness holding us back. What makes us human?